She gave birth to a healthy baby girl.
Like, how did we get here?
But a month later,
she was struggling to breathe.
She says this New York hospital told her it was normal and sent them home.
She passed away the next day.
She says the doctors and nurses shrugged it off and left.
I want people to feel like they're strong enough to fight back.
A hospital under the microscope itself, the long ER wait times, children dying, despite videos online of staff dancing during their shifts.
Everyone should matter to you.
I'm Justin Carter, and this is TSR Investigates. But before we get into it, roommates, for more TSR Investigates, make sure you go ahead and like this video and subscribe to the Shade Room's YouTube channel for new weekly episodes of this show and more.
I swear, Justin, I could watch like a Pampers commercial and I'm crying because I will never be able to see my baby crawl.
No first birthday, no kindergarten, prom, or graduation. Shamaya Jackson is going to have to live without watching her daughter grow up for the rest of her life. She just filed a lawsuit against Albany Medical Center in upstate New York. She says that in April, just a month after her daughter Milani Finch was born, she started noticing Milani breathing oddly. Albany Med is the only Trauma One hospital in the area. She also gave birth there, so she was certain that doctors and nurses would get down to the bottom of it. Little did she know, it'd be quite the opposite.
Had they known that I would have been able to sit here with a person like you, they wouldn't have handled my baby situation the way that they did.
Jackson says it took her raising hell with the local news and now us at the Shade Room in order for her voice to really be heard. The 33-page lawsuit spells it all out. On April 9, 2025, baby Milani was brought to the hospital. Milani having trouble breathing.
Everyone at first was saying that, you know, her breathing was regular. This is normal newborn breathing because her lungs are still developing.
Doctors sent them home.
2 weeks go by. You decide to admit her again. And the reason why was because
of her breathing again. Like I told them, like it seemed like she was a little congested then. She was struggling to breathe.
By this point, it's April 25th. Milani's oxygen saturation dropping into the 80s, which is below normal.
And that's when they diagnosed her.
Yes.
The second time. And what they diagnosed her with?
They said that she had HMPV, which they told me was like a cousin. Their exact words was that it was a cousin to RSV, which is in as serious as RSV or COVID, and it's really like a common cold.
They were sent home again, knowing that, quote, baby Milani was suffering from this significant, life-threatening condition, as well as various other signs and symptoms. She was inexplicably discharged home in the middle of the night, now on April 26th. By the morning time the following day, panic ensued at home while Milani's dad was holding her.
I had walked out the room to go get in the shower and he's just like, Maya, like she's acting like she can't, like she was just gasping for air, like she like shook a little bit. So I'm like, all right, get her dressed. We're gonna take her back to the emergency room. That was at like maybe 7 o'clock in the morning.
Milani was in complete respiratory failure. She was admitted into the ICU immediately.
And I kept asking them, like, why is she so cold? Like her temperature was really cold. It went down like a lot. And they kept trying to put her like under blankets. I was asking them, like, you know, why is her temperature so low? Like it was at like 93.6 at that point, hypothermic at that point. And they're just like, oh, we see that it happens sometimes. But Mimi never ran a fever through the whole time. Even through the course of her being there, she never ran a fever. Her temperature just dropped.
Nurses told her they'd fly Milani to a different hospital if she made it through the next few hours, but that didn't happen.
And they had us come in a room and they were all just like standing around her, like just pushing on her. And he's like, oh, we're going to call it. Y'all made it seem like everything was okay. Like it was just a regular cold. Like, how did we get here?
Her attorney, Joseph Chacho, and his team claiming in part, quote, that baby Milani's death was entirely avoidable. Her mother sought the help of Albany Medical Center and its staff and physicians on numerous occasions as her baby's condition worsened. Twice she was sent home with little done, and in baby Milani's final days, defendants still failed to appreciate the severity of her condition, allowing her to continue to suffer and finally die in her first month of life, end quote.
Disregarded, like everybody just got up and just left. Like they didn't wrap my baby up in a blanket or anything. They just left her body. Like she's really small. She's only a month. They just left her like on a bed and that was just it. Just walked out.
It seems to be a trend at this hospital. In 2022, this 3-year-old boy, Micah McManus, died of a pulmonary embolism and an enlarged heart. According to the Times-Union newspaper, he was lethargic, not eating or walking, and took a trip to the ER 3 times in 2 weeks. According to a lawsuit filed by the same attorney, the, quote, ER was extremely full with patients. It took hours to get Micah's test results, and he was admitted to the hospital on paper but waited over 6 hours to be seen, end quote. His family filing a wrongful death and medical malpractice lawsuit alleging that he died due to negligent treatment and that Albany Med failed to deliver timely care. That case, it's still pending.
You can't handle everyone like they don't matter. Everyone should matter to you.
Jackson says she never would have picked Albany Med if she knew back then what she knows now, especially in wake of this scathing New York State Department of Health report in June, slapping Albany Health a record $375,000 fine for over 500 staffing violations, accusing the hospital of staffing deficiencies. The New York State Nurses Union brought this to light last year as they fought for a better contract. Here's one of those nurses from Albany Med.
We can't even do minimal patient care because we're spread so thin.
It certainly didn't help, though, seeing videos online of young hospital staff doing TikToks on the job in recent years. Jackson says something has to change.
When I left my baby at the morgue, I vowed that I would make sure that since she wasn't able to make a name for herself, that I would try my hardest to make sure that people know her.
Now, in the heat of the moment, Jackson says she decided against getting an autopsy because the hospital wanted her to sign over the rights to Milani's organs for Albany Med students to study for science. She says, though, her focus right now is just simply accountability and points to a 2022 maternal mortality rate for Black women more than double that of white and Hispanic women and more than triple that of Asian women. The Albany Med Health System, they've declined to comment publicly on this due to patient confidentiality, but a spokesperson told the Times-Union, quote, as the sole children's hospital in the region, Albany Medical Center cares for more than 1,100 critically ill or injured children annually in its pediatric intensive care unit. Our team of pediatric intensive care specialists is fully trained in the most advanced life-saving and support techniques available, and compassionate quality care and patient safety are always our top priority, end quote. Of course, we'll let you know what comes out of these lawsuits. For TSR Investigates, I'm Justin Carter.
Hello, roommates, and thank you for watching our YouTube channel. Do you want more TSR Investigates? Be sure to subscribe and check us out at theshaderoom.com.